Hey there, and welcome back to How to Surf 101. Today I'm going to be teaching you the basic movement of surfing. Surfing seems very simple if you look at it. You watch someone just slide off ramps and it looks kind of nuts, but it looks fairly easy. It's not. It's actually one of the hardest things to do. It's very hard, especially to get into. There's not like a ton of guides out there to help you get into surfing and everything, right? So this is going to be a basic guide to just teach you the basic, most simple movement that you will need to know to start completing maps. And that is just for tier 1 maps, you know? So let's get into the basic movement and showing you how to really jump off a ramp, how to stick to a ramp, how to strafe in the air so you can go from one ramp to another around curves, and actually how to go around curves while you're still on the ramp. To start off, to stick to the right side of the ramp, you're going to want to hold A, right? That's it. No hold W, don't hold S, just hold A. To stick to the left side of the ramp, you want to hold D. That's it. No W, no S, no A. To gain speed on the ramp, let's start with the right side. So you want to start at the very top of the ramp like this and angle your mouse down toward the bottom of the ramp and still hold A to hold onto the ramp. Then travel down the ramp and then you have a lot more speed at the bottom of the ramp. The same exact thing goes for the left side, except for you hold D instead of A. Don't ever press S while surfing, it'll stop your speed entirely, like this, on both sides of the ramp. Never press W while surfing. If you do, you won't stick to the ramp at all, and you'll slide right off. Same thing with the left side. If you hit W on the left or the right, doesn't matter, you'll just slide right down to the bottom and you fall off the ramp. Now, let's show you how to go from one ramp to the other, with flicking. So to flick, all you have to do is look toward the inside of the ramp. So move your mouse left if you're on the right, or your mouse right if you're on the left. And at the very end of the ramp, you'll gain height. Next, you're gonna need to know how to turn mid-air. This is called air strafing. This can be done by holding A and looking left mid-air, or holding D and looking right mid-air. Look how I can just turn all throughout the air. Now let's look at this again. So right here, you're going to want to hold A and look left. Then right here, hold D and look right. Then you want to hold A and look left and line yourself up with the ramp to land on it smoothly. With everything you've learned so far, you can now beat this stage. Just look at this. The last thing you need to know about the basic movement of surf is curved ramps that turn left or right. So coming up ahead, we have a basic curve that turns to the right. So we want to turn into the ramp instead of trying to stick onto the ramp. Let's look at that again. Whenever you reach the curved part of the turn, you want to actually hold the opposite key that you'd usually use to stick to the ramp. This will make it so you carry your momentum around in a half circle instead of up the ramp. Here's a prime example of exactly what will happen if you hold the same key to stick to the ramp instead of holding the opposite. That's not good. With all the knowledge I have taught you throughout this entire video, you now know the basics of surfing, and with that, we can now beat Stage 7 of Omnific. Take a look at this. That about does it for our basic movement guide. Once again, there's plenty more things that I'm going to talk about and how to move around the map and all kinds of little tips and tricks to beat maps and do certain sections and everything. But once again, this is just the most basic, simple movement guide you can have. It teaches you how to go from ramp to ramp, it teaches you how to do curves, and it teaches you what not to do on the ramps, and also how to stick to them, you know? So thank you so much for watching, and once again, I'll see you in the next video, whenever I show you how to do transitions between ramps well.